I didn't really want to be here tonight, but only because there's a bar over there and I'm broke. And I'm not sure if anyone else has noticed this, but being broke in a bar, it's kind of like watching porn with two broken arms. It's fucking torture. So my name's Max. It's not short for anything. My parents thought it would be a good idea to name me after the neighbour's dog. Yeah. It's kind of fitting though. I mean, I'm loyal, I'm Matt's best friend, I can fit a frisbee in my mouth, and I do enjoy pissing on expensive carpets and humping people's legs. So I'm an amateur comedian, but just to let me clarify, amateur doesn't mean that I'm shit. It just means that I'm starting out. I mean, my mum's a shit cook, but she's been doing that for years. That doesn't make her an amateur, that just makes her a shit cook. So I actually recently just completed my New Year's resolution in 3 days, which is awesome. My New Year's resolution, however, was to single-handedly freeze a bet. And I did that. I went down to the pound, I picked out a dog, and I called it to bet, and I freed that motherfucker. So I'm single at the moment, and a lot of my friends are telling me that I should give a crack at the dating game. And I just get really annoyed that they refer to dating as a game. If you call it a game, nerds will think they'd be good at it. Like, you should call it a sport, so nerds would know that if they try it out, they're gonna get hurt. So I tried it out, and I went on a date with a girl that turned out to not be a date, and I realised why I'm single, and that's because I'm just really fucking awkward with females. So I was on this date and we were watching a movie. It was a romantic comedy, and we got halfway through the movie and I hadn't done anything and I knew I had to do something, so I was like, alright, I'm going to do the cheesy arm move. I'm going to put my arm around her. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to slowly raise the arm raised up, put my arm around her, her head will just lean on my shoulder and everything will be good. But no, that's not what happened. I panicked. I raised the armrest up, slamming her arm in between the chair and the armrest. I then pulled my arm out like that, slapping her in the side of the face. I thought, fuck this, that's it, abort mission, abort mission. She's then gone forward like that to let me put my arm around her, and I put my arm out like that. She sits back down, my arm goes numb, and that's why I'm single. But I'm not just awkward with girls in that sort of situation. I'm also kind of awkward in any situation. Like, I was at a family gathering a while ago and I was eating some pistachio nuts, and my cousin comes up to me and she goes, Max, do you know how many calories are in those nuts? And I'm just thinking, oh, I got the best thing to say. The best thing to say. I was going to say, do you know how many fucks I give? None. But no, that's not what I said. I panicked and I went red in the face and I said, do you know how many fucks I give? And she just looks at me like, she looks to my mum and she goes, did you just hear what he said? And my mum's just looking at me like, yeah, that's my son. And I'm just like, what? And she goes, what did you say? And I said, do you know how many fucks I give? About the nuts. And she goes, oh, I thought you meant, do you know how many fucks I give? Like, do you know how many women I throw down and fuck? Like, fuck these nuts, I get laid. Fucking wish that was what I meant. Yeah, so I'm actually pretty much done now. I'm just going to leave you on a note that I've actually really noticed there's two similarities between these two things. There's a very prominent similarity between deep space travel and sex. I haven't done either. Thank you very much. I've been Max Everitt. You've been an audience.
Max Everitt! Please welcome to the stage.